Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run to the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
56, the mock boys, 56. Check 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Take it in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
49ers.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Mostert, the 49ers.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the 49ers.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He was taken down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
It's
a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Patriots nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 88, 54, right, 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Newton. He completes it right side of White. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Niners 14, Patriots nothing.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
20, 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
On 2nd and 12. Newton, man open. That's Damian Ratley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively. or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go. 57, Mike. 57.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Double dog, that's the way. 56, Mike, 56. Gun. 56. And fresh! We want it. Come to my work. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
20. And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
49er first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Tua. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Sony Michel.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
40-yard line.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, the second down throw on target. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now White. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12. At the 40.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good route. Good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A gain of 4.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Niners' 36-yard line.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. And 6, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 8. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 56.
To the air again, Newton. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the 49ers.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough.
21.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
Gain of
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Mostert. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 20-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
28.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to fire deep for Ratley. This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
He's taken
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua on the screen. This is Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Complete.
Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw is Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Dante Hightower on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know